So here's something that you can do. I've had quite a few people, you know, they talk about a bank robber's knot or this knot or that knot. I use a bowline knot a lot. It's a real simple knot to learn, but it is not a quick release knot. So I like to always tie above my horse's ears. And the reason being, if he pulls back, if he goes to pull back, the pull is high and it doesn't hurt his head and neck as much. Now you see, that's too much slack, see? I would want him to be tied about at that length so he can be comfortable, but he can't get his head down. So many people, I've seen it 100 times, you'll see a horse tied like this. You'll see a horse tied up like this. See a horse tied up like this. I see, and they're eating and grazing and they got their head down, and then the next thing you know, they step over it, and then they're in trouble and they're hung up. So
even if they are a gentle horse.
Oh, it's a train wreck. You're just asking for trouble. You don't hear me say the words always and never very often, but I never tie a horse with that much slack. That's just asking for trouble. So anyway, but here's what I do with a bowline knot. You know, you just put a number 9 in it. Now watch my fingers. I don't stick your fingers through that. All they got to do is flip their head to switch a fly and your finger's going to pop off. So see how you can go like this? Watch. You don't even have to stick your fingers in that, see? And then hold it here. You see, you can do something like that. See, that's a bowline knot. And you can find that all over the interweb. They're in knot book. A bowline knot is one of the simplest knot. It's not a quick release knot.
I think it's actually a knot sailors use, right?
Yeah, bowline. It's what they tie the bow of, or the bow of a ship bow. Yeah.
The benefit to that is if they were to pull back.
Yeah, no matter how hard this horse pulls back, you can still get this undone.
You don't have to cut it.
Yeah, and if you have to cut it, you have to cut it. Now, if you let's just say you don't like knots at all. You don't like knots. Well, here's a way. Back up just a little bit. Here's a way that you can tie a horse up. Go like this. Take a dally around there like that. See? All right. See how he's comfortable. See? And by taking a dally in there, that'll take the stress. Now watch here. Now you just come over to here and watch. You just go like, you can go like this. You can go like this. You can go like this. See? See? Something like that. And if he pulls back, all the stress is going to be here, and you'll be able to. That's on green horses that are really kind of scared and bronky. I'll do that, and I'll tie the knot over here. That way, if let's just say this horse pulled back and got stuck underneath the trailer, and he's laying there, and I don't have a knife, you don't want to be right in the middle of the train wreck trying to, or they're flailing, or they got a foot hung. Let's say you got a foot over it, and it's just a train wreck. So you can undo them here, see, turn them loose, and then you see how that works. So if you take a dally around the post like that, that takes most of the brunt. And I'll show you inside a trailer how I do that also.